Welcome in, everybody, to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got one case of 2024 Panini National Treasures NASCAR to get into. While we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, BMC.collectibles, and save us at the seller on eBay. That'll make it time if you need to get back to us for more breaks and let you know we go live and be live. Also, need to mention the no purchase necessary for link down in the description. Box number 1, White Sparkle number 1. Daniel Suarez, Tyler Reddick, and Thad Moffitt. One to 10, Denny Hamlin. Noah Gragson out of 49. Michael McDowell out of 99. Matt Mills out of 99. Dual patch for John Hunter Nemechek and Eric Jones. 20 out of 99. That'll be going to random.org at the end of the break. Ty Gibbs out of 99. Patch auto out of 99 for Taylor Gray. Ooh. Quad patch auto, Daniel Hemrick, 3 of 10. Dual auto, Noah Gragson and Josh Berry, 90 out of 99. And Junior, 2 of 15, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Boom. Great way to start it. White Sparkle number 2. Josh Williams, Greg Biffle, and Carl Edwards. One of 5, Emerald, Carl Edwards. Martin Truex Jr. out of 10. Brittany Zamora out of 75. Ryan Newman out of 99. Bobby Labonte out of 99. 6 of 10, Chase Briscoe. Terry Labonte, 49 out of 49. Prime, 82 out of 99, Harrison Burton, Shadow Box. Prime, Denny Hamlin, 86 out of 99. And Matt Kenseth, 8 of 17. White Sparkle number 3. Justin Haley, Martin Truex Jr., and Ross Chastain. Kyle Larson out of 49. Harry Gant, 1 of 5, Emerald. Justin Haley out of 75. Corey LaJoy out of 99. Brad Keselowski out of 99. Kyle Larson out of 99. Daniel Dye out of 99. Clint Boyer patch auto out of 49. Michael McDowell out of 49. And Miss Tony B, 6 of 10 quad patch auto. Boom. And final box of the break, box number 4. Good luck, everybody. After this, we'll do a hit recap. And then take care of the randoms. Daniel Dye, Denny Hamlin, and Chase Elliott. White sparkles. Bobby Labonte out of 10. Chase Briscoe, 3 of 3, purple. Connor Mossack out of 99. Eric Jones out of 99. Jeff Gordon out of 99. Out of 25, Jimmy Johnson. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., 28 out of 49. It's a great patch run of 49. Sam Mayer out of 99. Patch auto, Ryan Newman, 45 out of 49. And final card of the break will be Ross Chastain, 10 of 49 quad patch auto. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break as always. Really do appreciate having you in here on a Friday. For the hits, Daniel Suarez, Tyler Reddick, Thad Moffitt, Josh Williams, Greg Biffle, Carl Edwards, Justin Haley, Martin Truex Jr., Ross Chastain, Daniel Dye, Denny Hamlin, and Chase Elliott. Denny Hamlin, Noah Gragson, Michael McDowell, Matt Mills, Todd Gibbs, Taylor Gray, Daniel Hemrick, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Carl Edwards, and Martin Truex Jr., Brittany Zamora, and Ryan Newman. Bobby Labonte, Chase Briscoe, Terry Labonte, Harrison Burton, Denny Hamlin, Matt Kenseth, Kyle Larson, Harry Gant, and Justin Haley. Corey LaJoy, Brad Keselowski, Kyle Larson, Daniel Dye, Clint Boyer, Michael McDowell, and Tony B. Bobby Labonte, Chase Briscoe, Connor Mossack, Eric Jones, Jeff Gordon, Jimmy Johnson, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Sam Mayer, and Ryan Newman. Ross Chastain, and dual patch, 20 out of 99. John Hunter Nemechek and Eric Jones. And dual auto, Noah Gragson and Josh Berry, 90 out of 99. These two will be going to random.org. We'll get this taken care of real quick. So stay tuned if you have any of these 4 guys. For the rest of you, thank you so much, and we look forward to having you back here sometime in the very near future, and hope you have a great weekend coming up. And we're going to head to random.org real quick. Be right back. Alright, we've got random door pulled up and good to go. Gotta roll some dice. Gonna be 3 or high to be valid for us. We're gonna go 11 times, almost the full distance on both the randoms. Starting off with John Hunter Nemechek and Eric Jones, dual patch. That is 10 times, final roll. Eric Jones coming out on top. And Noah Gregson, Josh Berry. That's 10 times, final roll. Noah Gregson coming out on top. Congratulations. Alright, that'll do it for NT NASCAR. We are on to which one is that? I think it's Leaf Collective Multisport up next. So catch you guys back here in a few minutes for that. For the rest of you, thank you again. This is BMC Collectibles Breaks. I noticed you didn't have Carl Edwards on the auction last time. Oh, yeah, we had a couple of these pop up. We had one for the Leaf Collectives coming up as well. Jaden Daniels was enlisted, so we have a guy who pays very close attention to stuff like that, and he messaged us a couple days ago and just bought the spots outright. Saved us from having to relist it and like costing us a little bit extra to have them posted. And the same guy who buys all of our like unsold spots. Shout out to Matt. Really appreciate having somebody who'll just step up and take care of that for us. Helps take care of some of our mistakes. I don't even know if he ever watches. Finally gonna pull something, no live, and 15 breaks and not one hit. Oh, brother. Okay, what are we looking for? Be very specific here. Put the energy out there for me, okay? I need to know what I'm looking for. Mr. Nazario. The truest of Ronaldos. The real Ronaldo, if you will. Pulled a couple of R9s and at least, I think, a handful of Mike Tysons recently in different products, so hopefully the mojo just continues. I have faith. I don't know if you do. Yeah, sorry about that, man. No, we've got a new system in place that should hopefully eliminate that. One of the guys that is part of the team is like a programmer, and he's put together a pretty solid methodology for automating most of like the listing process as well as a lot of other stuff. So that should cut down on any kind of mistakes that have been happening, but just a little bit of trial and error when we get to that point. But that's pretty much done now, so we should be good. We should see a lot less of that ever happening. Yeah, Mike Tyson's and like Multisport for Electrum, Decadence, and Sports Heroes. We've seen a lot of them in Sports Heroes. R9's a bit more elusive for obvious reasons. Yeah, it's a new 2025, so we have, I think, 5 more cases of that to go through. So, definitely should see some listed here. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. Good luck, everybody. Welcome in, everybody, to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got one case of 2024 Leaf Eclectic Multisport to get into. While we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, BMC.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know we go live and even live. Also, you mention the notepad necessary for link down in the description. Alright, start off with Margot Robbie, 1 of 1. Carlos Alcaraz, 1 of 1. Johnny Damon, 8 of 8. DJ Lagway, 1 of 1. And Magic Johnson, 3 of 5. Nice. Patrick Mahomes, 1 of 1. Irving Fryer, 1 of 1. Paul Krause, 1 of 1. Aaron Blanchfield, 1 of 7. And Jim McMahon, 1 of 1. Camilo Cardoso, 1 of 1. Paul O'Neill, 1 of 1. Trevor Hoffman, 1 of 1. Jan Stenerud, 2 of 4. And Lamine Yamal, 2 of 3. Jimmy Hart, 1 of 1. Saeed Yakub Kakramanov, 1 of 1. DB Sweeney, 3 of 8. Archie Griffin, 1 of 4. And Paul Skeens, 2 of 8. Boom. Antoine Walker, 1 of 1. Mark Gui, 1 of 1. Jim Palmer, 2 of 7. Rahib Rocket Ismail, 1 of 1. And Ed O'Neill and Uncle Rico, 4 of 5. Boom. That'll be going to random.org. Good luck. Andre Reed, 1 of 1. Lynn Dickey, 1 of 1. Frank Lampard, Fat Frank, 1 of 6. And Evan Slake, 4 of 4. And Patrick Ewing, Netburners die cut, 6 of 8. Box number 7. Steve Nash, 1 of 1. Dwight Stevenson, 1 of 1. Adam Oates, 1 of 1. Muggsy Bogues, 7 of 7. Net Burners die cut. And Live It Done, 6 of 6. Gareth Bale, 1/1. Printing plate. Dave Portnoy, 1/1. Kane, 1/2. Tommy Fury, 1/4. And AI, 3/4. The good AI. Greg Lazinski, 1/1. Jackson Dart, 1/1. That's a good one to have right about now. Adonis Haslam, 1/3. Steve Stamkos, 1/1. And Reggie Jackson and Eddie Murray, 1/8. Dual auto. That'll be going to random.org. And final box of the break. Box number 10. Good luck. Tony Perez, 1/1. John Montefusco, 1/1. Mickey Hatcher. Right, that. Yeah, Hatcher, 9/10. Mookie Wilson, 1/8. And Jaden Daniels, 1/6. Boom. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break, as always. Really do appreciate it. Spending some of your Friday morning here with us. Go ahead and get a hit recap going real quick. Then we'll take care of the 2 randoms for the hits. Margot Robbie, Carlos Alcaraz, Johnny Damon, DJ Lagway, Magic Johnson, Patty Mahomes, Irving Pryor, Paul Krause, Aaron Blanchfield, Jim McMahon, Camilo Cardoso, Paul O'Neill, Trevor Hoffman, Jan Stenerin, and Lamine Yamal. Jimmy Hart, Saeed Kakramanov, D.B. Sweeney, Archie Griffin, Paul Skeens, Antoine Walker, Mark Gui, Jim Palmer, Rahib Rocket Ismail, Andre Reed, Lynn Dickey, and Frank Lampard. Andy Van Slyke, Patrick Ewing, Steve Nash, Dwight Stevenson, Adam Oates, Muggsy Bogues, Libby Dunn, Gareth Bale, Dave Portnoy, Kane, Tommy Fury, Allen Iverson, Greg Lazinski, and Jackson Dart. Udonis Haslam, Steven Stamkos, Tony Perez, John Montefusco, Mickey Hatcher, Mookie Wilson, and Jaden Daniels. Alright, and for the duels, Ed O'Neill and Uncle Rico, and Reggie Jackson, Eddie Murray. Alright, we're going to head to random.org real quick and take care of these. Thank you guys again. And we will be back in about 60 seconds. Have these randoms taken care of. What is up next? It is Eclectic Football. If you're in Eclectic Football, we will catch you back here in around 10 minutes, give or take. I'll see you guys back here then. Also, see, I told you, I don't think Matt's in here because he will be freaking out about the Daniels. The guy never watches. I swear. Alright, we've got random.org pulled up and good to go. Gotta roll some dice. And they're gonna be 3 or higher to be valid for us. 7 times on the randoms. Good luck. Start off with Ed O'Neill, Uncle Rico. That is 6 times. Final roll. Uncle Rico taking it home. Congratulations. And Reggie Jackson and Eddie Murray. Dual auto. That is 6 times. Final roll. Eddie Murray coming out on top. Congratulations. Alright, that will do it for us for Multisport. Thank you guys again. We are on to Eclectic Football. That'll be coming up in about 10 minutes. I'll see you back here in a few. Alright, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got one case of 2024 Leaf Eclectic football to get into. While we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, BMC.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know we go live and need it live. Also, need to mention the no purchase necessary from link down in the description. Has Eclectic started yet? It has officially. Box number 1, Jalen White, 2 of 8. Roddy White, 8 of 10, die cut. Byron Brown, 3 of 10. And DJ Lagway, 8 of 8. Ty Felton, 5 of 7. Nick Evers, 4 of 4. Braden Fowler Nicolosi, 5 of 9. And quad auto, Jeremiah Love, Jadarian Price, Jordan Faison, and Bo Collins, 2 of 6. Xavier Townsend, 3 of 5. Darren Burgess, 1 of 7. Cyrus Allen, 2 of 8. And dual auto, DJ Uigalele and Brock Glenn, 1 of 5. Inscribe, or George McIntyre. If football doesn't work out, I'm joining the army. Alright. I think it's going to work out fine. Malachi Nelson, 9 of 10. Grayson Barnes, 3 of 7. And Austin Simmons, 1 of 7. Any Jaden Daniels? Not so far. Tez Johnson, 1 of 6. Blake Corum, 5 of 7. Ricky White, 7 of 8. And Peyton Manning. That's a sick one. 4 of 4. Only a little bit jealous of that. Caden Salter, 4 of 9. Jake Brenningstool, 6 of 8. Jalen White, 3 of 4. And Malachi Fields and Andre Green Jr., 4 of 6 dual auto. Jabari Barber, 6 of 8. Isaiah Davis, 3 of 5. Garrett Green, 1 of 9. And quad auto. Faison Brandon, Ryder Lyons, Jared Curtis, and Dia Bell. 2 of 8. That's a nice one. A little future of the sport thing. Jake Garcia, 9 of 9. Jonah Coleman, 2 of 2. Thomas Castellanos, 4 of 6. And Woody Marks, 2 of 8. Jordan Shipp, 1 of 1. Like that peacock. Luke Grimm, 4 of 10. Elijah Surratt, 7 of 9. And Nico I Am Oliva, fresh cuts, 9 of 10. Kind of like him leaving cut kind of deep. I thought it was a pretty good one. I really didn't know. We upgraded. It's all good. Amar Johnson, 7 of 7. TJ Harden, 10 of 10. Damari Alston, 4 of 4. And triple auto, Jordan Travis, Malachi Corley, and Isaiah Davis, 7 of 9. Box number 11. This one has another inscribed in it. Per the usual, your reminder to avoid buying loose boxes from places you don't know the owner of the case, like off of eBay or something, because you can definitely weigh out hits. Highly noticeable. And what do we got? Daniel Melky, Kachow. Why is it different colored? One. Fair. 77 out of 100. Why is it a Cars reference? Jaquan Jackson, 4 of 9. Santino Marucci, 5 of 10. And why is that sticker so low? Malachi Ziegler. The auto is on the sticker, but just not really. Just gotta hold it in the angle to see, really. 7 of 10. And final box of the break, box number 10, or box number 12, excuse me. Good luck, everybody. And a couple of shots for different players. My guy right on top here. Mr. Undrafted, despite being astounding, Nick Nash. Led all of college football last year in receiving yards and tutties. 1 of 7. Nate Yarnell, 2 of 3. Kingston Villayamuasa, 3 of 5. And Sam Levitt, 2 of 4. And that'll do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break, as always. We have a lot of randoms to take care of here in a few minutes, so stay tuned for that. Go ahead and get a hit recap going. Jalen White, Roddy White, Byron Brown, DJ Lagway, Ty Felton, Nick Evers, Braden Fowler Nicolosi, Xavier Townsend, Durham Burgess, Cyrus Allen, Austin Simmons, Malachi Nelson, Grayson Barnes, Tez Johnson, Blake Corum, Ricky White, Peyton Manning, Caden Salter, Jake Brenningstool, Jalen White, Jabari Barber, Isaiah Davis, Garrett Green, Jake Garcia, Jonah Coleman, Thomas Castellanos, Woody Marks, Jordan Shipp, Luke Grimm, Elijah Surratt, Nico Iamaliva, Amar Johnson, TJ Harden, Damari Alston, Jaquan Jackson, Santino Marucci, Malachi Ziegler, Nick Nash, Nate Yarnell, Kingston Viliamuasa, and Sam Levitt. George McIntyre and Daniel Mioki. And for the duels, triple, and quads, Andre Green Jr. and Malachi Fields, DJ Uigalele and Brock Glenn, Jordan Travis and Malachi Corley and Azia Davis, Jeremiah Love, Jadarian Price, Jordan Faison and Bo Collins, Faison Brandon, Ryder Lyons, Jared Curtis, and Dia Bell. Alright, we're going to hop over to random.org here in just a second. Stay tuned for that if you have any of these fellas. And if you're in Stars and Stripes baseball, that is coming up at the top of the hour, so about 5-8 minutes, somewhere in there. See you back here for that soon. I'm beginning to wonder if all the spots have autos. They do. They are all on the checklist. A lot of them are multis, like these individuals. There's a handful of people that are only multi-autos, which also makes it a little bit more confounding to figure out. But it's all there on Leaf's checklist, so that's what we're going on. You have to see a couple of different bigger guys as well. So I don't know what their whole shtick is, but we're rolling with it. Off to random.org. All right, we've got random order pulled up and good to go. Gonna roll some dice. Gonna be 3 or higher, or 3 or higher to be valid for us. I've done this before. I know what I'm doing. Gotta go 7 times on each random. Starting off with Malachi Fields and Andre Green Jr. That's 7 times. Malachi Fields coming out on top. DJ Uigalele and Brock Glenn. Final roll. DJ Uigalele taking it home. Jordan Travis, Malachi Corley, and Isaiah Davis. Triple auto. That's 6 times. Final roll. Isaiah Davis staying on top. Jeremiah Love, Jadarian Price, Jordan Faison, and Bo Collins. That's 6 times. Final roll. Jordan Faison coming out on top. And Faison Brandon, Ryder Lyons, Jared Curtis, and Dia Bell. That is 6 times. Final roll. It is Faison Brandon coming out on top. Congratulations to the winners. And that will do it for football. Thank you guys for being part of the break, spending some of your Friday morning here with us, and hope you have a great weekend up ahead of you. Your end 2025 Trinity Stars and Stripes baseball that is coming up in just a few minutes. Going to get that set up and good to go momentarily. Catch you guys back here then. Alright, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got one case of 2024 Panini, or 2025, excuse me. Bad habit. 2025 Panini Stars and Stripes Baseball to get into. While we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save for the seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know when we go live and eBay Live. Also need to mention that nobody's necessary for a link down in the description. Not dumping well. This is not dumping well. Oh, oh God. Panini, what did you do to me? Oh no. Wow. That came out horribly. That's okay. We can fix that. We can make this pretty. I think. Okay, that works. That's 20 boxes. Alright, we are good to go. Jordan Foods on the... We will check into that, and I will shoot you a message after we finish up here. And I will let you know. Box number 1. Good luck, everybody. Let's see. Oh, we're going to start this way. Alright. Different from last year. Alex Harrington, 5 out of 50. Eli Willits, base patch auto. 10 of 25 for Trent Grindlinger. Coleman Borthwick, out of 199. Hunter Harrington. And Denton Lord. Marcus Grease. And Noah Spalding. Box number 2. Andrew Getty, out of 50. Daniel Savette. Alex Sosa, that's a nice patch, 23 out of 25. Blake Bowen. Jamal George, out of 199. Colton Chrisman. Nathan Rapp, out of 199. And Xavier Mitchell, out of 199. Luke Armijo, 24 out of 30. Kason Cunningham. Ethan McElvain. I feel like this should be numbered just based off of the gold lettering, but there is no number on it. That I don't like that. Danny Dickinson, out of 199. Luis Hernandez, out of 199. Dexter McClellan. Jacob Dudan, out of 199, and Sammy Swank, out of 199. If you guys notice I am pronouncing things horribly wrong, please let me know. Every now and then with these kind of breaks, we have parents or relatives that are buying spots, and we get angry messages, like, you're pronouncing my nephew's name wrong, or something, so just give us a heads up. And it will be corrected. Luke Stevenson, out of 50. Grady Emerson, out of 199. Gabe Gakeley. Matt Scott, out of 199. Andrew Getty, out of 199. Anthony Ianson, out of 199. Giovanni Guariglia. And that is a Nike swoosh for Aiden Stillman. 50 out of 54. Box number 5. Marcus Grease, out of 50. Ethan Holiday. Jason DeCaro, out of 199. Kyle Johnson, out of 199. Aiden Stillman, out of 199. Andrew Jimenez. Griffin McCain out of 199. And Miller Green, 3 of 9 jumbo patch. Parker Luff, 3 of 13. Kason Cunningham, Alex Sosa, Anthony Martinez, Jamal George out of 199, Cooper Collins, Marcus Grease, and Will Brick. Gabe Gakeley. It is not numbered. I'm sure we just had one of those that was numbered, though. Maybe I'm losing it. Bo Peterson. Trent Grindlinger out of 25. Nice patch. Eric Segura. Jackson Matthews out of 199. Cooper Sides. Junior Lopez. And Sammy Swink. Box of 8. That is a kaboom for Dylan Cruz. Boom. Or kaboom. We will take that. Tyler Bremner out of 199. Carson Bowman out of 25. Anthony Martinez out of 199. Jordan Martin. Chase Cotton out of 199. And Meriden LeFew. Jack Woda out of 50. Merrick Houston out of 199. Caden Bodine out of 50. Anthony Martinez. Colton Smith. Chase Cotton. Kyle McCage. And Tegan Scott. Box of 10. Andrew Getty out of 30. Rookie Shepard. Alex Sosa. Cooper Ramel out of 199. Jamal George out of 199. Cooper Collins. Jacob Seaman. And Xavier Mitchell. Passing the halfway point on the box number 11. Julian Cesares out of 50. Kevin Roberts Jr. out of 199. Out of 25, Eric Becker. Blake Bowen. Luis Hernandez. C.J. Weinstein. Kyle Walker out of 199. And Rocco Maniscalco. Dion Roundtree out of 50. Gavin Fine. Caden Bodine out of 25. Ben Jacobs. Judson Dowell. Colton Chrisman out of 199. Isaac Vidal. And Parker Leoff. Mateo Meyer, 11 out of 30. Kason Cunningham. RJ Austin Jr., 1 of 5. Ryan Clifford. Lawson McLeod. CJ Weinstein. Jacob Seaman. And Tucker Biven. Box number 14. Dion Roundtree, 6 out of 50. Drew Burris. Jason DeCaro out of 199. Kyle Johnson out of 199. Andrew Birch. Brett Renfro. Gavin Marcus out of 199. And Drew Burris. Jumbo patch, 25 out of 64. Box number 15. Dylan Menete, 1 of 50. Daniel Savette out of 199. Eric Becker, 1 of 5. Ben Avalette. Nate Sneed out of 199. Denton Lord. Jared Grindlinger. And Patrick Forbes. Dravorsky Lane Jr. out of 50. Daniel Savette. Quentin Young out of 25. Braden Yaksa out of 199. Jackson Matthews out of 199. Cooper Collins out of 199. Josh Owens out of 199. And Patrick Forbes out of 199. Max Bellew out of 50. Durham Burgess out of 199. Gabe Davis out of 25. Kyle Johnson. Alton Davis II. Andrew Jimenez. Graham Schlicht. And Jacob Seaman. 24 out of 44. Twitter face on. You want to run into it? Get the quad. That is actually, yeah, that was actually asked in the chat earlier. We're going to look into that and make sure that we'll hit you back on in a message as soon as we finish up with this. Hudson Albert out of 50. Daniel Savette out of 199. Quentin Young. Ethan Wheeler. Matthew Matthias. Gavin Marcus. And Jordan Kurz. And Parker Leoff out of 199. Oh, no worries. No worries. If we've got 2 people saying it, then I'm assuming it's probably true, so shouldn't take too long to confirm that and then go from there. Andreas Armenta out of 13. 1 of 13. Okay, so these blue waves are out of 13. Why did the other one not have a number on it? Rookie Shepard, Trey Phelps, Dominic Vogel, Hunter Watson, CJ Weinstein out of 199, Luke Esquivel, and Tegan Scott out of 199. Basically, normally yes. This might be a circumstance that's not quite the same as that. We're gonna look into it and figure out what the best course of action is. Because if he wasn't listed, that normally means that they're not on the checklist, which makes it a little bit weirder. Corbin Brothwick out of 50, Tyler Bremner out of 199, Ethan Bingaman out of 25, Cooper Ramel, Luis Hernandez, Dario Carrion out of 199, Joshua Yannicelli, and Tyler Canast will be the final card of the break. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break as always. Go ahead and get a hit recap going here real quick. Going to go over every single card from the break, so just in case you missed anything, or in the future, if you don't want to sit here and just, like, you know, listen to me butcher names, you can just skip to the end and hear me butcher names all in one go. Some people prefer it that way. I can understand why. All right. For the hits, Alex Harrington, Eli Willits, Trent Grindlinger, Coleman Brothwick, or Borthwick, Hunter Harrington, Denton Lord, Marcus Grease, Noah Spalding, Andrew Getty, Dennis Yvette, Alex Sosa, Blake Bowen, Jamal George, Colton Chrisman, Nathan Rapp, Xavier Mitchell, and Luke Armijo. Jason Cunningham, Ethan McClevin, Danny Dickinson, Luis Hernandez II, Dexter McLeon Jr., Jacob Dudan, Sammy Swank, Luke Stevenson, Grady Emerson, Gabe Gakel, Matt Scott, Andrew Getty, Anthony Ayenson, Giovanni Gariglia, Aiden Stillman, Marcus Grease, Ethan Holiday, Jason DeCaro, Kyle Johnson, Aiden Stillman, Andrew Jimenez, Griffin McCain, and Miller Green. Let's see, is this the one? Nope. Parker Leoff, Kason Cunningham, Alex Sosa, Anthony Martinez, Jamal George, Cooper Collins, Marcus Grease, Will Brick, Gabe Gakel, that's the one without the 13 on it, Bo Peterson, Trent Grindlinger, Eric Segura, Jackson Matthews, Cooper Sides, Junior Lopez, Sammy Swank, and Dylan Cruz. Kaboom! Tyler Bremner, Carson Bowman, Anthony Martinez, Jordan Martin, Chase Cotton, Meridan LeFew, Jack Woda, Merrick Houston, Caden Bodine, Anthony Martinez, Colton Smith, Chase Cotton, Kyler McCage, Tegan Scott, and Andrew Getty. Rookie Shepard, Alex Sosa, Cooper Ramel, Jamal George, Cooper Collins, Jacob Seaman, and Xavier Mitchell. Julian Cesares, Kevin Roberts, Eric Becker, Blake Bowen, Luis Hernandez, CJ Weinstein, Kyle Walker, Rocco Maniscalco, Deion Roundtree, Gavin Fine, Caden Bodine, Ben Jacobs, and Judson Dowell. Colton Crispin, Isaac Vidal, Parker Leoff, Mateo Meyer, Kason Cunningham, RJ Austin Jr., Ryan Clifford, Lawson McLeod, CJ Weinstein, Jacob Seaman, Tucker Biven, Deion Roundtree, and Drew Burris. Jacob DeCaro, Kyle Johnson, Andrew Birch, Brett Renfro, Gavin Marcus, Drew Burris, Dylan Menity, Dennis Yvette, Eric Becker, Ben Abeldet, Nate Sneed, Denton Lord, Jared Grindlinger, and Patrick Forbes. Javorsky Lane Jr., Dennis Yvette, Quentin Young, Braden Jackson, Jackson Matthews, Cooper Collins, Josh Owens, Patrick Forbes, Max Bellew, Drew Burris, Gabe Davis, and Kyle Johnson. Alton Davis II. Andrew Jimenez, Graham Schmidt, Jacob Seaman, Hudson Albert, Daniel Savette, Quentin Young, Ethan Wheeler, Matthew Matthias, Gavin Marcus, and Jordan Cruz. Parker Leoff, Andres Armenta, Rookie Shepard, Trey Phelps, Dominic Vogel, Hunter Watson, CJ Weinstein, Luke Esquivel, Tegan Scott, Tyler Bremner, Ethan Bingaman, Cooper Ramel, Luis Hernandez, Dario Carrion, Joshua Yanicelli, Tyler Canast, and Coleman Borthwick with the final card from the break. All right, that is it for us for today. Thank you for spending part of your Friday here with us. We look forward to having you back in here for more of this. We do have a couple of cases, so we will catch you guys back here in the next one. And until then, this has been BMC Collectibles Breaks. Thanks, guys.